Get ready for in-depth discussions on everything from the court to the field, mixed with the business and culture that orbit the sports world. Whether it's the latest blockbuster trade or the societal impact of sports. 2 Men On, with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
It's Halloween, Albuquerque! You know what that means? It means Van and I wasted all this effort on the Halloween costumes because Sadie's closes at 4, so we're in the studio. That's what that means. Hey, can you believe how great I look?
Hey, not Isaiah Johnson. Hey, Carlos Tenorio.
Oh, that's not Isaiah. I thought he was going as Carlos.
Can you guess my costume today?
Yeah, guess Van's costume.
What do you think?
Idiot, guess it.
What do you think it is?
Man, that's a hard one. Is it midlife crisis man?
Crushed it.
Dang.
See how good it is? He got it the first time.
Crazy to think you're going to live to your 80s.
Just dressed like a skinny middle-aged white guy.
The amount of life you've lived, there's no way. Last night was a cool night if you're a fan of the LA Dodgers, as they showed you the formula to winning a World Series is to spend $1 billion. That's all you have to do. You can win the World Series.
You got to show up and play baseball, too. Like, dude, that whole team on the Los Angeles Dodgers, except for Brett Honeywell and Shohei Ohtani, they all did so good in the World Series.
Well, hold on. They did their part.
They showed up. That's step one.
I tell you what, every time that Shohei got out, that wasn't fill-in-the-blank role player who was hitting dingers and swiping bases and outrunning Cy Young caliber pitchers to first base. That's what that was.
I mean, obviously, Freddie Freeman had one for the ages.
Now, I think he won the MVP.
Unanimously, I hope.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Carlos, did he win the MVP?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I just checked.
He hoisted the trophy.
Oh, he wasted it like in Grand Theft Auto?
Freddie Freeman's performance, notwithstanding, because it was historical, it was legendary, it was fun to watch. He showed up, he showed out. But besides Shohei Ohtani, like, that was a team effort.
Besides him.
Everyone nibbled on that win, and that win, and that win, and that win. Everyone had a piece. Except for Shohei Ohtani.
I would even dare to say Shohei Ohtani did have a good spot and good piece because of the threat of him being in the lineup.
Yeah, morale.
The morale and the threat of him in the lineup. Do we pitch to Gavin Lux like this, or because we don't want to risk it?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
The only thing he brought was yen after yen after yen. And he brought all of those. And the Dodgers can now sell not just me, not just Van, not just Carlos, not just friends of the show. Shohei Ohtani jerseys with itty bitty letters on the back. But now Shohei Ohtani jerseys with itty bitty letters on the back and a World Series patch. Let's buy that.
Look, they don't get there without him.
Who's they?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, they would have.
No.
I saw them.
No, they would have choked without Ohtani.
They beat the best team in baseball.
They've choked every year in the playoffs without him.
Touche.
So,
except 2020.
All right, statistically, Shohei doesn't take teams to the playoffs until he got to Los Angeles. Ellipses Dodgers part.
Which Los Angeles? Orange County or like downtown LA? Like Chinatown.
Japanese town.
So was it a Dodgers win? I mean, they won the series. That game felt way more like a Yankees loss.
Until the end.
Yeah.
When it was
That was one of the ugliest innings of baseball I've ever seen.
PFP.
By the way, Carlos, the real sombrero man, PFP is pitcher fielding practice.
You don't know anything about it.
It is absolutely routine.
Yeah, it's not in soccer, so you don't know about it.
It should be deeply ingrained into your DNA what to do. If Garrett Cole, who's done PFPs, 10,000 hours in his baseball career.
That would make him a professional.
If he channeled all of that PFP practice that he's had his whole life, should have been deeply ingrained. It should have been muscle memory. He should have went 2 first, got the third out of the inning.
Couldn't.
The Yankees would have been up 5-1. They wouldn't have sucked the momentum out of the game, and the Yankees would still have a chance to come back and win the World Series.
Suck it out.
That was hard to watch, unless you're a Red Sox fan, and it was the greatest inning in the history of baseball.
Dodgers fan, good thing you didn't have to watch that inning because you tune in late anyways, because that's your thing.
No, they saw the 5th.
They were there by the 5th.
Yeah, they show up in the 4th.
With the East Coast start, it's a lot harder on them, though, man. You have to do it's a 2-inning time zone delay, so it actually don't clear till 7.
Okay, good point.
So,
as a baseball fan,
God, here we go again. Right. Here's Carlos.
Here's some more self-identification.
Everyone needs to know my prerequisites. Go ahead, loser fan.
I
won't say my baseball team because they don't exist anymore. But that inning,
that's too easy.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
It's the Expos, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Viva los Expos.
They're gonna get a retractable roof stadium. I just saw that.
Yeah, that's why the Rays can't play in Montreal. But that inning killed me as a baseball fan. How do you drop a fly ball in center field? You have a poor throw to third base.
I didn't. Don't say you.
What are you doing?
I didn't do it. I didn't
get your pronouns right.
Aaron Judge drops
a
fly ball in
Pinch
center
poke.
field. You owe me a Coke. Anthony Volpe low throw to Jazz Chisholm at third base, and then Garrett Cole with the easiest PFP of all time.
I need
Are you kidding
routine.
me?
I need you to do me a favor.
Practice,
I need you two to get something right in your heads. Don't think that Gold Glover Anthony Volpe ever will make a mistake, because he will not.
That was very catchable ball. Jazz Chisholm should have got it. Should have been a better throw.
It should have been a better
catch.
Should have been a better throw. Low throw, especially with the runner coming in. That's a hard play for Jazz Chisholm to make.
He's not even a third baseman. He's a shortstop, center fielder, second baseman, DH. Everybody knows that.
Everyone in the world knows that.
Everybody knows that.
Obviously, right?
That's so stupid for people to think that just because he can play 5 positions at a Major League Baseball caliber, that he can play a 6th.
Yeah.
Crazy. What are you?
It's bonkers.
What are you?
What, have him catch next?
Hey, why don't you do this?
Yeah.
Why don't you have him go to L.A. and put out some of these fires that people said after the World Series? Why don't you have him do that? Is he a firefighter too?
Oh, did they burn a bus like they did when we were in L.A. for the Rams Super Bowl?
Yes.
Carlos, they burned a bus.
Oh, sounds like when Vancouver lost the Stanley Cup.
Oh, no.
Those big riots.
There were riots in Canada?
Yeah, Vancouver. Very, very dangerous riots. I think it was 2010 when they lost the cup.
I think the only time they rioted is when what's the Ford guy? What's his name?
Henry
Ford. Not that one. When he was going to take away their health care and free education.
Tom.
Then they rioted.
I believe it's Tom.
Is it Tom Ford?
Tom Ford.
Okay. That guy.
You're talking about
That's the last riot.
No, that guy was from Toronto. He did all the cocaine.
Yeah, that guy.
That's not Vancouver.
He was going to sell Canada to a private insurance company, and they were like, no, we're rioting.
Sell Canada.
Oh yeah, sure, we're not for sale up here. Sorry.
Maple, you make a better offer.
Hey, sorry, United States of America, we wouldn't like your health care. Thank you very much, boy.
Very excited to host that Bruce Springsteen this weekend, though, right around the election. If he does 2 shows here, I want one of them to be after the election.
Hey, friend, whatever happened to the Montreal Expos?
Yeah, mount me.
Doug Ford.
Thank you. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, Canadian politician and businessman.
Okay.
You're talking about Douglas Ford?
Yes.
Type in Toronto mayor. What comes up?
The Toronto mayor.
No, that's him. Yeah.
The fat guy?
It's Doug Ford.
Is he fat?
Yeah. He looks like cocaine.
Like if you have money to sustain a healthy weight.
No.
Rob Ford.
Wrong. Yeah, Rob Ford.
I told you.
Doug Ford is his stunt double, maybe?
No. Robert
It's gotta
Ford.
be his brother. Rob Ford's the guy I'm talking about. He tried to sell Toronto.
He did not try to sell. He was just looking to get out before it went IPO. That was his thing.
That's good.
So last
Douglas,
night,
Randy, and Rob are all in politics in Ontario.
64th mayor of Toronto was in office from December.
Hey, but
1st.
who's counting?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
So there were all these
5 more mayors. Let's go.
So last night, October 30th, 1992. So last night, There's riots in the streets of Los Angeles, okay?
Tell me, how are you?
Thank you. And a lot of people thought it was because of the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Ooh, what was it?
Bronny James scoring his first NBA
Oh,
basket.
that's exciting.
Yeah, that's real.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. So Bronny James is in the books,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here to sit back and bask in my I told you so's. Because I told you so's. I told you he was going to show up and make a splash
In a blowout?
And you guys say, he's a G leaguer. Does G stand for good? Because he's good in the NBA. Little step back baseline jumpy boy.
Good in a blowout, yeah. Did you see the score, the final score?
Splash. Did I watch the final score of the Los Angeles Lakers game against his hometown Cleveland Cavaliers whenever the World Series was on last night? No. No, I did not.
Final score, Cleveland 134, Lakers 110.
Neither of us
Just
asked.
so you know.
Yeah.
By the way,
Hey, tell
By
me
the way.
tell me how the Kings did against the Golden Knights last night, you loser. I don't care about that either.
4-2 Kings win over the Golden Knights after they lost to the Sharks the night before. Go hockey.
It's not the first time a Kings beating set LA on fire.
hey, speaking of hockey, Northeast Heights
No one on that one?
Outpost Ice
I
Arena.
liked it. I
You guys
appreciate
are in
that.
for a treat this
Hey,
weekend.
Van and I are calling hockey
Yo.
all weekend at the Outpost. NAHLTV.com.
You come out there to the Outpost, Carlos, see how it's done. Let a couple pros show you what's up.
I might just have to, around obviously the UNF football game and United postseason
Neither of
match.
those things are Friday.
This Friday. You're saying
Tomorrow?
tomorrow night.
No,
November the 1st.
tomorrow day.
Tomorrow day,
Starting
November the
at
1st.
8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We are calling hockey at the Outpost Ice Arenas. We're calling them all morning, and then we're calling hockey all Saturday mornings.
Yep,
And then we're calling hockey all Sunday mornings.
correct.
And who is playing these games
We
for
have
the
a
dear listener?
Teams.
We have a
What teams?
triple header of hockey.
Yeah,
coming your way.
we're playing give me 3, give me 3, give me 2 or 3.
I'm not sure if Sunday's
Yeah,
2 or
it
3.
might be 2 or 3.
Call it 9 total. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so we're gonna call a lot of games. By
That's-
the end of it, we've called a season
Well, there you go.
of games.
Hey, Carl, how old were you when
Hockey was invented.
when Gangnam Style came out?
That's a good
Was
question.
that 2012? I was 8.
Okay, do you remember
I remember.
how it took over the world?
Mhm.
And that's all anyone could talk about.
I remember.
You remember
Same
that one?
thing, but us talking hockey.
Mhm.
It's the exact same vibe.
You remember that one part where they
Same
go,
exact thing.
Soldier Boy, here we go. That part,
Mm-hmm.
In Gangnam
Mhm.
Style?
I don't know the
It's
words.
the remix featuring Soldier Boy.
Ooh.
You reached for Soldier Boy on that one,
I was
didn't
trying to go 2012.
you? Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that's correct.
Petey Pablo
Soulja Boy, I
here.
tell
I think Soldier Boy's 2007.
Petey Pablo. When was Petey Pablo?
Yeah, when was Petey Pablo peaking?
Petey Pablo.
What were the prime Petey Pablo presents?
Ooh, that's pretty good alliteration.
I'm going to say this. I think Petey Pablo was present in 2004.
I think you're correct.
2003 had some big hits.
All right, let's go.
Mm.
So there you go. Yeah.
Well, big on the East Coast. They hadn't got everywhere yet. So 2004 counts.
2003, 2006.
That would be the
Diary
big,
of a Sinner, which first entry received a Grammy nomination.
Tell me
for
the names
Best
of the
Rap
song, dude. I don't have time to go down
I'm
his
not
discography.
seeing Gangnam Style anywhere on 2012's Billboard Hot 100, but number one song of the year, Somebody I Used to Know.
Album. Oh,
That was a big one.
That's a good one.
Remember how hot that song was?
Like Godier?
Not as hot as us calling hockey.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
true.
close.
Also,
We're melting ice in there.
what happened to Godier?
They have the Zamboni comes out extra when we're in the building.
Also, LA on setting buses on fire. It's a little premature. You need to wait till Tuesday. Tuesday is the day when you set the world on fire.
Carly Rae Jepsen's banger, Call Me Maybe.
Good one.
That was a big one.
Well, obviously, you have to do it Tuesday. The only important thing that every American should know, the NFL trade deadline that day.
Also, as far as Call Me Maybe goes,
Mhm.
feel free to do that here on the Sports Animal. You can call
Maybe.
2 in on 505-246-0610. Give us the Sports Animal Audible of the day. You heard it this morning on the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. I have it in front of me. Van, I'm going to give one clue, okay? Halloween centric. It's a Halloween centric word,
Ooh.
okay? 505-246-0610. You call Carlos, you give him the Sports Animal Audible of the day, which is the keyword that they gave out on the opening drive this morning with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
If
And
it's-
he will give you 2 tickets to Wyoming and UNM. That is this
awesome.
Saturday.
That is so awesome.
3 o'clock kickoff.
If it's Halloween centric, is the word low? Because that's right in the middle of Halloween. That is very Halloween centric.
The center of
The
Halloween
word, the word
is the
Halloween.
word low.
Yeah. Is it? That's not it though.
It's not it.
I could tell from your face. That's not it.
If your team wins, don't inconvenience the guy who has to take a bus to work. That's all I'm trying to get to. And also, we know how transit is in Los Angeles.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
It might be the worst in the world.
All time, hands down. Phone lines are lighting up. I'm excited for someone to win the Sports Animal Audible of the day. Get 2 tickets to UNM and Wyoming this weekend. Big football game.
Ooh, it's a big football game.
Darius Walker is going to join us on the program tomorrow. He's doing the color commentary for the football game. So
Okay.
we're going to talk to him.
It's 2024. You just call it commentary.
Analysis.
Okay.
So he'll be joining us to talk about the national perspective on the UNM Lobos. We'll be at Safe House tomorrow doing that downtown. Now, I'm under the impression downtown is going to survive tonight because Donald Trump's already gone.
Is he?
He came and went.
Is he not across the glass sitting in with
Hold
TJ
on,
Trout right now?
There's somebody over there, really animated hands. There are small hands. No, it's not him.
That's TJ.
Yeah, it's
That's
TJ. Well, he doesn't have small hands.
He's a normal size hand.
He's a guest, though. You can't see him.
Oh, I can't because of the angle. It was a funny angle.
All right. Give us an update, Carlos. Is the Sports Animal Audible gone? Take.
What did you say?
I don't know what that verbiage means.
Say again.
Is the Sports Animal Audible gone?
It is not. We had a
Was that a false alarm?
Okay.
Yeah, we had a false alarm for a guest coming on in a little bit.
Is it already 4:15? All right. Time flies.
It is.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Coach Quill will join us after the break. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Traffic
Clear.
with quite a bit of congestion. I-25 in both directions.
Can you guys hear me?
Zone northbound on I-25. You're going to see that
Okay, cool.
right around Gibson. That's where it starts at. Southbound I-25. The congestion will start
He's on line 3. I'll send it over.
now between the interchange.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On, where your head coach of your New Mexico United and our friend Eric Quill joins us on the program. Talk about the first home game, playoff game in the history of professional sports, specifically New Mexico's, I don't know if it's official, but should be official, state sports, soccer. Coach Quill, welcome to the program. How are you, brother? Going to have to be potted in from Carlos, but he's on the phone playing games, so I'm going to have to do my best to figure that out. A little embarrassing. So Carlos is refusing to get on the microphone, man. This is a fun game. This is a thing where he just needs to turn up Coach Quill's. Turn up Coach Quill.
Please
He's
on,
playing
Coach.
a game.
Come on, Carlos.
He's talking on the phones.
Priorities.
Oh, finally, Carlos. Coach
Wow.
Quill, welcome.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's going on?
Well, you're getting
Long time no see.
You're getting sabotaged by Carlos Tenorio, head of the Curse. So we've decided to now ban him from the stadium this weekend. So I'm sorry that's happened, Coach. That's a new thing.
Wow, that's swift. That's some swift punishment right there.
All right, tell us about how excited you are for the weekend. Talk to us about preparation. Give us every secret on how you're going to be champions of the world.
Man, I tell you, it's finally here. I mean, it's the last 4 or 5 weeks. Obviously, we haven't had great results of late, but we're just trying to make it interesting for everybody in town. But it's going to be electric. We showed up number 1 a few weeks ago, so it's really been, the guys are anxious to get to Sunday evening and see, every butt in that seat and just feel the energy. That's been such a long time coming. First one in history of the club, and our fans are everything to us. And so we're just hoping to repay their efforts to be there and send them home happy, man.
Who's most excited? Is it the fan base? Is it the front office? Is it some of the veterans on the field? Like, as you're on the pitch, I apologize. As you're talking to those surrounding the game, who is giving you the most upped energy of not just those groups, but any group?
I mean, this place is so collective, man, and the energy and the support behind it. I mean, our front office works so hard. These game day operations, these fans show up Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. On the road, our players are just, ecstatic that they're, getting to provide this opportunity for these fans to come and enjoy, a competitive match against our rivals, man. I mean, there's a lot of storylines behind this thing, and we need them desperately. And training this week has been really dynamic, and these guys are hungry. So I'm excited to see, when that whistle blows, who we are.
Coach, I'm going to piggyback on that energy question. What's it like in the locker room right now? Is there too much energy? Are you having to calm these guys down, check some pulses, keep them focused?
Yeah, I mean, I will be this game, I'm sure. I mean, I think, the last couple of games, knowing that we've had number 1 seed set up, I don't know how much excitement these guys, and we've been on the road a little bit, but now that it's finally here and there's no more, points don't mean anything. It's win or go home. This is what these guys do, man. This is why they get in the business, the competitiveness, the desire, the pressure, the adrenaline rush. It's all real. And it culminates at the end of the year where you put all this hard work together and you've grinded all year long to be that number 1 seed. And you don't want it to end. And, the end is near. And we just want to, it's be hungry and take one game at a time. And hopefully, God willing, we put a great performance together and get the result and go on to the next round.
1-1 on the season versus Phoenix Rising. One of your 4 losses at home this year against Phoenix Rising? They did win that last one here. What kind of consideration goes into those 2 previous games this year? What kind of game planning specifically because of those 2 games that are going to help the United feel like they have an advantage this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we shot ourselves this last time against them here. I mean, we were in control of the game. I think I felt like we were the better team. They sat. We did the same thing to them at their place. We sat lower and countered with them and ended up stealing a result. And they kind of did the same thing here. So it'll be a chess match. Both teams well prepared. Both teams know each other well. Pressure on the line, a lot of things that can sway the result. The little variables, the little details are going to matter most. Making sure that we're we're really locked in and focused and not giving any charitable, opportunities to them that they may be able to steal a goal. We want to get the first goal and keep our foot on the gas and get our fans out of the seats, man. And then, have them just, suffocate Phoenix. And I know what that can be like. I've seen it at the lab, and scoring that first goal or getting that first big chance really ignites that crowd, and we're hoping to give them a show, man.
Head coach Eric Quill of your New Mexico United is with us.
All right, here's the pressing question. Here's what every United fanatic wants to know. What color do I wear? Like, what kit are you guys wearing? Like, which shirt do I wear? Which jersey do I wear, Coach?
That's the beauty of New Mexico. We got so many, man. I think we're the best dressed club in the league, and our creativity and colors, and so you can't go wrong with any of it. I don't even know I can't give away what we're wearing. So it's anybody's guess. I'm hoping to see every uniform that we've had since 2018 to start out there in that crowd.
All right, Coach. The game's Sunday night. Give us like playoff day preparation. Like, you wake up at the regular hour. Are you even able to sleep the night before? Like, walk us through a day of leading not just playoffs, but the home playoff debut.
I got 4 kids under the age of 9. So waking up Saturday, Sunday, game day is, I get to see the family. But yeah, the night before, I don't sleep much. A lot of final details, making sure that, I'm not missing anything. And it's just a day of focus, a day of, it's usually Saturday, but this is a Sunday this weekend. And I'll enjoy my family in the morning, and I'll get to the stadium early. And just, again, the details never stop, and you just don't want to be ill prepared. And these guys have worked so hard. They need us, as our staff, to be, putting together the best game plan for them and making sure they're as prepared as possible. So it's just a lot of reflection, a lot of video, a lot of just, final details that you want to get across to the group before that whistle blows.
Gates open at 4:30. The opening kickoff is 6 p.m. So 4:30, Vance. That means the Cowboys will have lost a couple hours earlier. So you should be fine to get in there. And that's the way I see it. Also, if you go to the pre-match tailgate, which, by the way, you should.
Sure.
Free green chili cheeseburgers from Blake's Lotta Burger.
Woo.
Also, a live performance from the Mango Cakes and DJ. Oh!
Coach, all right. It takes a full roster through the regular season. Everybody pitches in, everybody plays. But do you have some of the boys coming up to you like this week, like, hey, cool, you remember that goal I scored in Memphis? I'm starting, right? Like, you're putting me in, right?
That's a good question.
Is there any of that gamesmanship to make sure that they're in the starting lineup in the first home playoff game for the United?
It's funny you guys say this, because it's this time of year where everybody, wants to be involved in this game, and to be quite honest, everybody deserves to be on our roster because of the contributions they've made to get us where we've been. So this is the tough part of the job is, 11 people start and 22 people are capable of starting and maybe deserving of starting based on, form they're in. So my message to these guys is, be ready when you're needed, and be selfless. At the end of the day, it's not about any individual. It's about us as a group and reaching our goals and being there for our fans to give them a performance that they deserve. So it's not easy. It's not easy to get that disappointing news that maybe you're not in the starting lineup. But it's a game that you have to be really focused, and you gotta be locked in and ready for when your moment's called upon that you deliver, because you don't want to live with regret, man. And so these guys know the importance of whatever moment they get, they're going to make the most of it.
I think you were alluding to it earlier, and if not, I inferred it. You had talked about how the season had been locked up for a couple weeks. I think it's 3-2 in the last 5, and now there's no more, right? There's a new level here. Did you expect this coming into it? Is there a way to coach into the next gear?
I don't think there's a blueprint that's for success with it. I think it's you do what you think you need to do, and look, I tried to coach these guys to be ready for these last 4 or 5 games. But the reality is every individual is different. I don't think we were we've been playing poorly. I just think the opponents we've been playing the last 4 or 5 weeks have been up against the wall, fighting for their lives to get into the playoffs. And we weren't in that situation. And, motivation is a lot. But now it's back to, it's winter go home. So there's no points anymore. It's win, or that's it. So you can't be lax in this kind of game. Otherwise you should be in this business. This is the damn game of getting after it and realizing all the work you put on the line to get this home field advantage. And the reality, if you keep winning, you stay at home, and you want to take advantage of that luxury.
Coach Eric Quill is with us. I got one final question, man, if I can have it.
Go for it, baby.
Cannot draw in the playoffs. Does not work that way. Explain to me how a shootout works, Coach, because I don't get it. Like, does it go to a shootout? Do they play forever? Like, is the golden goal in overtime? Like set my fan base up for understanding of how this thing has to end.
Yeah, no, there's no tying. So basically, you could get 2 games in one.
That's so sweet.
Guaranteed 15-minute overtimes, right? Okay, hopefully keep those concessions and those beers flowing.
Nice.
And then if it's tied at the end of 2 15-minute overtime periods, then it goes to penalties.
That's so crazy.
Guys will be laid out on the ground, huffing and puffing, and trying to get their concentration right to put their penalty in the back of the net and make us victorious. But you go to overtime, it is a grind, and you're using your whole roster, and it's the physical toll it takes on a team to get through overtime and penalties is something that's really different in sports. I mean, it's like the Tour de France all in 3 hours. We don't want to go that route. We'd like to end this in regulation.
Yes.
But just so people know, you could have 1 or 2 extra beers.
Oh, isn't that crazy? Coach Quill, thank you so much for taking the time with us. We know it's a busy week. We are pumped for this Sunday. All of New Mexico is pumped, and it's historic. This is a historic weekend for this great state, and how proud we are to be able to talk to you before it. Thanks, Coach.
Truly blessed, guys. Appreciate the time.
What a good dude.
Cheers. Thanks, Coach.
What a good dude. Like him a lot. Beating Phoenix would be sweet for the diehard United fan. Winning, period, would be great for all of New Mexico and soccer fan. So it's going to be like a double dip of celebration with the United victorious over the weekend. And if not, I don't think that.
There is no if not. Show up, support the boys, have a blast, and celebrate a win. We're going to the next round.
We say this regularly, too, because I've lived here now 7 years, and I'm familiar with the formula, and I'm going to spoil it for you, Albuquerque. You don't get it. Show up on time. Be in your seat when this thing starts.
Now, hold on. Hear me out. Early.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thought.
Scare the other team ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they warm up, you warm up, too.
Mm-hmm.
Be there, be part of it, be present, be invested. That's why home field pitch advantage matters.
Sure.
Remember the Yankees not last night? That's why it matters.
Yeah.
When we get back from the break, we continue from the studio. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Day mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sport.
Mike's up.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On, where we see you, Texter, 505-246-0610. We know getting Eric Quill the week of the game is a big deal. We know. You know who you're talking to here. Figure it out. He's the best. The United are the best.
That's wild. They install him a coach and they have their most wins and their most points and most attendance and home field advantage in the playoffs.
Well, and as soon as we
Dude can go.
yeah, and it was like the second after we banned Carlos from the game.
Yeah, remember that?
That part was sweet. All right, now Carlos, turn the bumper music down and rejoin this program, please. Are you ready? Because you're about to get an on-air whipping. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
All right, first of all, sit down. Like you need to be, because this is going to come kind of hard at you. Now,
You won't be able to sit down after this.
no, because the issue was with Coach Quill waiting in the abyss. The issue was you had got a caller about the sports animal audible of the day. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And the word was what?
Spooky.
Oh, okay. That seems like a pretty fast call. Press hold. You press hold.
Yeah.
And you say, Coach Quill is here. He is royalty. He's leading our United to the playoffs.
Also, congratulations, friend of the show, Chris. Like, you won 2 tickets to the Lobos.
That's a big deal.
That's awesome.
That's a good get.
cool. OG friends of the show, stay on hold.
Yeah.
When the coach of the United's
You
on,
sit
Carlos.
tight.
That's your favorite thing in the world, is telling people to put off smoke bombs, making them yell mean things in Spanish. That's your favorite thing.
The one
And
time
you keep coach on hold.
that he can't avoid you.
What?
Well, he wasn't on hold. What happened
No,
was
well,
I
you
had
know.
him- I
You
had
don't
him-
tell
hold
us.
on.
We got
I
it.
had him
He was
queued
in
up.
no man's land.
I had
Purgatory.
I had him queued up. That was the thing. Phone was on. I had it queued up. I hadn't turned it up on the switchboard.
Well, we're aware of the failure. We're not sitting here. What do you?
This is-
Why are you defending what we're not attacking?
This is a
Oh no,
that's
you're saying he was
semantics.
on hold. I want to put it out to the fake news media out there right now.
Mm-hmm. That you do not love and respect, Coach Quill.
I love the gaffer very much. So it's
What'd you
so
call
much-
him?
Gaffer.
Oh, okay.
If you say gaffer, you got to say it with a British accent.
Yeah.
first
Gaffer.
off. Golfer.
Oh,
Gotham.
we're doing soft day?
Yeah, it's okay.
You two.
That we made a tifo about him on the last match, and it will be at this match as well. And friends of the
Tifo?
show that don't know what tifo is,
Thank you.
you're what? See, I saw it. I'm picking up on cues eventually. Tifo is a giant banner that goes over the supporter section or any section, and it was Eric Quill playing off the New Mexican.
Show me a
Folklore.
picture of this.
I
Show me a
will.
picture of this
I'll
right
show
now.
it to you
Pull it up
right
while you're
now.
talking to me.
It was Eric
Put it on the
Quill
live stream camera.
as a bruja, and it said
All right, hold up. What's that word?
We're learning a lot
It's-
today.
male witch in Spanish.
Hold
That
up.
says-
What?
Quill put a spell on you. I don't know if you can see it for whatever reason.
So
but
what? Did you have to get permission to use that picture?
It was just a random picture.
Okay, now I
It
can
wasn't
kind
even
of
a
see
pic.
it.
There we go.
So it's like a bed sheet.
yeah. So what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's just a giant bed sheet. This one was 35 by 25 feet.
Let me do the math on that. So that's 35 by 25. Okay.
Large.
Large, very large, as you can see.
What are
friends
you
of the show
doing?
That are on
What are
the-
you doing on Sunday? A Kamala Harris one?
Why would I do a Kamala Harris one?
I was just wondering.
No. Yeah, we're doing
Keep
the
it neutral.
Eric Quill
Nice.
one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to make sure that everyone coming into the lab knows that
Hey.
Quill put a spell on you.
Republicans buy United tickets too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Everyone buys United tickets.
Mm,
Unless you're
I don't
the people
think-
that
I don't think
keep
you bought
trying
any.
to sue over the stadium, but that's neither here nor there.
You don't know these people.
Who's this Sue lady?
Actually, we do have a lady named Sue. She's our usher for Section 116. Nice
You're
lady.
telling me at Ice Toast Park during a United game, there's a person named Sue? Yes.
Yes, and she's our usher in Section 116. Holds down the fort. Shout out to Sue and Richard
All right.
as well.
What
You
time
could-
does the usher show up to work? Was it
Sue,
7:00 on the
That's a
dot?
good one.
I like that.
Now you're telling me she patrols the wall like in New York?
Kind of, yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, she rules with an iron fist, and everyone listens to Sue, so she holds down the fort for us. Great lady.
Who is everyone?
everyone in 116 and 118, whether it's the Curse, which I am the president of, Black Diamond.
All right, hold on. Was the president. You
the
just got
president.
demoted.
Yeah.
Am the president.
When's your election? Tuesday?
Coach Quill.
I am not running for re-election. I want to point that out. Elections are at the end of December.
Could you have run for it?
I could.
Why aren't you running? Because you know it's rigged already.
Is that
why?
lame
It's a
duck.
rigged election.
Is that why you were lame ducking?
Interference. Fake news. They've stolen the. No.
What part of Pennsylvania are you going to sue first when you lose?
The middle part.
Yeah.
Duh.
The middle part of Pennsylvania.
What stretch of Pennsylvania Street in Albuquerque are you going to sue?
All of it. All of Pennsylvania.
Coach Quill is going straight to friend of the show, Pete Trevisani, head honcho, and say, "Hey,
Presidente.
you know that kid in the sombrero
Yeah, the one that used to be a kid.
that throws smoke bombs at strangers?
Yeah, the one that can't figure out
Whoa,
analog.
He kept me on hold for what felt like half an hour.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of him. It's happening. I'm
And
sorry.
Also,
it's a good thing we're separate from the team.
studio note here,
For now.
super important studio note because we're in studio. You can see it right behind me. My show clock is like 2 minutes behind. I need to be at commercial break sooner.
Okay.
This is unacceptable.
Don't you have a laptop in front of you, Fred?
I have multiple devices in front of me that I know how to operate. How do you feel about your board?
I'm feeling better about it.
Yeah.
Much better.
God. Coach Quill's like, well, that's it. We're not calling the boys no more.
Well,
Hey, and worst case scenario here, Carlos, United catch an L this weekend. You know what cursed the whole thing? You.
Oh, don't put that on.
I'm
I
putting
can't-
it on you.
I can't sleep at night.
You
with
are the
that.
reason failure could occur.
on Halloween even, Carlos. Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, we haven't said it enough. We're in studio.
We're in studio.
Friend of the show, don't drive to Sadie's right
No,
now.
we're not there.
Yeah, I'm not buying you a marg
They
today.
closed the doors. They do a
Listen.
company Halloween thing or
That
something.
is so
That's
cute.
not what Brandon Vogt told me.
What did he tell you?
Brandon Vogt told me it was closed in honor of President Trump's visit. That's what BV came in and told me earlier.
That is a thing he would say.
Yeah, he would
That
say
is-
that.
That is a
too.
thing he would say.
Now, because you are the goal and gullible, you believed him.
No, I just, he's the one that approves my pay. So whatever he says.
All right. First
He
of all,
also told you that you see all these children around town dressed up as their favorite superheroes. It's in honor of President Trump today coming into town. That's what he told you.
that's what he told you.
Yeah.
Now, this President Trump thing
Yeah.
slightly inconvenienced me this morning driving.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it when we get back. It's 2 Men On, live from the studio. Ick, the sports animal. Welcome back to the program where every single day of this show, we try to sneak in some politics, even though we're told not to. Van, you watched the entire Trump rally today.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people who are in town that I can't wait for them to leave, and a lot of people wearing hats, red hats everywhere.
Oh, Lobo hats.
Yeah, Lobo hats, and then obviously Wyoming fans need to leave town already. That's what I'm talking about.
They came early.
Yeah, they came early. Yeah, watch the sprinkle the Trump rally.
I was driving to work this morning. Normally, I'll give everyone my commute. Led to second to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's my commute.
It's right there.
There's not a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was trying to not be on the highway because of all the people on the highway.
Right.
Stoplight. I was at the same stoplight multiple times. I don't have time for this type of slight inconvenience.
Oh, you ain't got time for that?
You know how many times I've ever been late?
First off, when your salary, can you be late?
All right. That is a great point.
Yeah. Was it a meeting? Were you on your way to a meeting? Or
I
just
was
to the
on my way to a meeting.
Okay, now that you can be late to. Not just the office.
I was meeting my friend Beverly McClure. Super excited about that.
What up, Bev?
Yeah, she owns the Fitness Coach. Don't know if you know what that is. It's this super cool, like, you only got to work out 20 minutes kind of thing or whatever, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I did it. I didn't do it today. I've done it before.
That's faster than your commute this morning.
Make me so mad. And I live in like
Close. Yeah.
By design.
Click away your location.
This is where my world is. So anyways, by the way, she's going to join us probably next week. We don't have a real plan for this, but it has gotten cold outside recently. And I was like, who can we find that is like an expert in helping people keep the pounds off as the holidays approach? So, and I get it, Fitness Coach, but that's not really the drive. Like, they're not a paid endorser of the program.
Right.
But we're going to do like, oh, get me inside more? Let's do these things. Oh, need to consider diet a little bit? Let's do these things. Because we make sure you, friend of the show, you listener, are the best you can be for the holidays. Also, help you super cheat on Thanksgiving like I'm going to.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. It's a holiday.
Did Trump sway your vote today?
For my entertainment dollar? Yes. That dude crushed today.
Carlos, you've never voted.
He is
I have,
hilarious.
all the time. Every election, all 5 that I've been able to vote in.
You're 20.
Yeah, I vote in every single election I can.
So
So I was thinking-
you're the person that Trump is talking about who's illegally voting.
It's 18 to vote.
There hasn't been 5 elections.
You're still 20.
Primaries, break, midterm.
You know for a fact we are talking about presidential elections.
Oh, okay.
But
The
your
one presidential election.
idiocracy right now is why young adults should not be able to vote.
We're not talking about your school secretary. We're not talking about the school treasurer.
American Idol. Loser. 30 minutes of the show. When we get back, we're going to do prize picks and other fun things. The Sports Animal Audible's over. Congratulations, Chris. It's coming on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Absolute banger. This rejoin music doesn't come on our program enough. This is a hitter.
My mistake. Oh, go ahead.
Like Grateful Dead and like Dire Straits had a baby. Like, I'm feeling this.
From the texter, and I guess I screwed this up. I didn't mean to. The exercise coach. If I called it something else, I didn't mean to. That's what I thought I said. What did I say?
I thought that's what you said.
That's what I thought I said.
Yeah.
The exercise coach.
Oh,
There you go.
because it's Halloween. You probably called her the exorcisist.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Super nice. Gotta do our prize picks today. It's fun. I like to do the single game ones, the Thursday night football ones.
Mm-hmm.
Promo code KNML will match you up to $100 on your initial deposit. It's $100 on the boys. So if you're not registered, get registered with Prize Picks, make your deposit, and you're playing with us. My all-time winnings are super high right now.
Excellent.
Okay. Carlos, how is your Prize Picks?
Non-existent because I legally can't gamble.
Oh, too young.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Mm.
February 25th, that all changes.
1992.
It was a riot in the streets. Tell me, where were you?
Thursday night football tonight. Who's playing? Are the Jets playing again?
The Jetropolitans.
Oh, why?
Of New Jersey.
Why do they keep doing this?
These guys they're actually favorites against the Houstonian
Well,
Texans.
they don't have any players left.
They got CJ Stroud. They got Richard Mixon.
Joseph Mixon?
I call him what I want.
Joseph? All right. I'm going to give you some good Prize Picks here. So, Carlos, do you at least know the premise of Prize Picks?
Yes, I have friends with crippling gambling addiction. I mean that jokingly. Love my UNM dads.
What? Hold up. You love
You
who?
weren't on the show that day. That's right. It was just Van and I.
Mm-hmm.
Well, smarten me up. Why are you keeping me
Yeah,
waiting?
The UNM dads is what we call my friend group. None of us are fathers except one, but we all got shirts that say UNM dads.
It's ironic.
Like
Irony,
Alanis Morissette kind of stuff?
isn't it ironic?
Song, actually not ironic.
You guys buying into Tank Dell?
I would say I would like the more on Tank Dell receptions this game. Absolutely. 'Cause
Yards
there's no
or
one else. Number of receptions, not yards.
All right, so I got a Tank Dell, Devontae Adams combo here. Okay, receiving yards. 116.5.
Mm-hmm. Not crazy about that one.
Go less?
I like just Tank Dell's receptions, and I really like Kaimi Fairbeard.
All right, well, I'm going to receptions.
Kicker.
Why are you
More
jumping
focus.
all over? I wasn't even on the receptions tab, brother. Okay, Tank Dell, 5 receptions.
Like the more. They're going to feed him.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he doesn't have a history of catching that many balls. Oh, wait, everyone's hurt.
Everyone's gone.
All right, Tank Dell, more than 5 receptions. In. You're confident in that
And
one.
either Kaimi Fairbeard or the kicker combo. More.
Now,
Because I've been crushing it with kickers this year.
yeah, same. That's where a lot of Freddie's victories have come. So you're going field goal made combo more than 3.5.
Love it. I love it so much.
All right. And I've never heard of Riley Patterson, but that's because they got rid of Greg Zerline.
Doesn't matter.
Greg the leg
Any
is gone,
kicker.
Isn't he gone?
He missed too. That's why they lost to the Patriots.
but
Correct.
he's Greg the leg.
What?
Yeah.
Lots of people have cool nicknames and suck. You
Yeah.
want me to give you some examples?
Touchdown Ronnie Brown isn't in the NFL anymore. That's a cool name.
Coco Crisp.
That's his legal name, dude.
Actually, it's Covelli.
That's what I said. My legal name is Fredwell. No one calls me that.
That's not true.
Be a cool one if it was.
Be
That
cooler
could
if it was.
Pinch poke.
Oh my God.
Joe Mixon, Brees Hall, 149.5 rush yards combo. More. or
Oh,
less.
Mixon will get that by himself.
Okay, so go more. Is that what
Yes.
it's All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one there.
Pound that
All right,
one.
we're up to 3 of them here. I like this. My favorite one is interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Aaron Rodgers is throwing a bunch. Didn't throw one last game. CJ Stroud never throws one. I think I'm going to take Stroud less than 0.5 interceptions.
I mean, if you like it, I love it. But I would but I would stay away from that one.
All right, Aaron Rodgers more or less than 0.5?
I would say more.
I'd give it more. He's going to try and force it to Devontae.
All right, I agree. Now, pass completions, boys.
Mm-hmm.
21.5. Oh, I just took Aaron Rodgers, so don't count that. 20.5 for CJ Stroud. I think I like that because he's only been less one time, and that was against Green Bay.
There's no receivers left to throw to.
Shoot,
It's
I
just
forgot
Tank
about that.
Dell.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Is Garrett Wilson going to do anything? Did we forget about Garrett Wilson?
All these people act like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips.
Just a bunch of gibberish? Everyone act like they forgot about Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
So don't on Wilson? Is that what I'm hearing?
He's been collecting cobwebs on my fantasy bench.
I don't like either of these teams tonight except for Joe Mixon,
Dog,
Tank Dell, and the kickers.
I'm trying to put a little interest
Great
in the
night for
game for
kickers.
myself because I also am going to refuse to watch this
Okay.
unless I got some coin riding on it.
I'll tell you what.
How are the Jets
Had a
favored?
couple of
in this?
NBA boys in there. Mm-hmm.
All right, hold up. So you're about to say, does Bronny have anything? Because he is a world beater now.
Let's look.
Rush receptions, touchdowns, 0.5, and it's a demon for Garrett Wilson. You don't think that's a good play? Garrett Wilson, 5 receptions seems like a no-brainer. Am I over here being stupid? He's never had less than 5. Worst case scenario, it gets washed.
That's a good point.
I think he's going to feed Devontae.
Why don't you show me support in my decisions here?
I do often.
There's going to be no Bronny tonight because the Lakers don't play.
They don't play. That's correct.
All right, so Bronny's not available, I just heard.
That is correct.
I don't like that.
No Lakers tonight. You have
Right.
Bucks, Grizzlies, Rockets, Mavs, Spurs, Jazz, Suns, Clippers.
All right, I have nothing on CJ Stroud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to CJ Stroud because I want to get anything with him because I don't want to just have the game on and not watch CJ Stroud. So 223 pass yards is the more or less, and then I can demon or goblin higher or lower. What are you guys thinking?
You know, I like to play it safe. I like to pick the smart play.
So the
easy
one,
play.
the 174 goblin green guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a good looking lineup right here. Here I go. I got CJ Stroud more than 174.5. Garrett Wilson more than 5 receptions. Aaron Rodgers more than 0.5 interceptions. Joe Mixon, Brees Hall combining for more than 149.5 rushes.
Mm-hmm.
Kareem Fairburn and Riley Patterson more than 3.5 field goals, and Tank Dell more than 5 receptions.
Strong.
Right.
And that ended up really good.
Big fan.
You're good at
Yeah,
this.
I'm going to put, all right. So I always bet $5 unless I've won an amount of money where I need to bet more than that to where if I lose, I fall down to $5, like $5 increments. These are Jeopardy rules I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I've just made a $6 bet. Sorry. So there we go. So I'm in. All right. Now I have some bad news about my season long. Have I talked to you about this yet?
Oh, bummer. What is it?
So I have season long NBA going currently.
Mm-hmm.
I had Trae Young less than 27.9 points per game. He's currently averaging 28.2. So he's good.
Wait for it.
He's going to need to fall off a little bit.
Wait for it.
The rest of them are all good, except for Anthony Edwards is currently averaging 30.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 27.4 that I took the less of. So he's going to have to really fall off. And that's going to be tough for me.
Especially now that Karl Anthony Towns is out of town.
Where'd he go?
New York, I believe. The Knicks.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you mean he got traded
He
to
got
another
traded.
team? He's not like out of town during their game.
No.
Because that would be
out
weird.
of town.
Mm-hmm.
Like forever.
Now you know.
Could trade him back. You never know.
Forever.
When we get back from break, we wrap up the program. We take you up till 5:30, and this broadcast becomes the broadcast of Westwood One. So they bring you Thursday Night Football tonight. Doing a special. If you tune into our social media for Duke City Championship Wrestling, Tune in tonight, immediately following the show at 5:30. Myself and Saleh Taylor will be bringing you Going Over live via the internet.
Aw.
And that way you don't have to listen Saturday morning or listen twice. I don't
Do
know.
both. Huh.
Yeah. Also, we had to replay last weekend because we were set to record, but we ended up going to a birthday party, and then it ended up being a whole thing.
Okay. You did it from the birthday party?
We tried to do it from the birthday party,
Mhm.
but in the middle of talking about the WCW, WWE Monday Night Wars and how Hulk Hogan had become Hollywood Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
all you could hear in the background was "Happy Birthday," which I think used to be copyrighted. So I don't know if we just got in trouble there.
Is
Okay.
copyrighted.
I don't think it still is. It's fair
Mm-mm.
use now. That's the crazy thing about stuff. Also, I got a fun side project in the works. Me and my brother are doing a little podcast called Retro Slow, where we give retrospective on a lot of things in life.
Okay.
Yesterday, we had a whole conversation about bicycle gangs as kids and how
So cool.
how important they were.
Mm-hmm. I was in a rollerblade gang,
Same.
and when I say gang, it was like 6 skinny white boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do-rags?
Not a lot of gangs.
Do you have a do-rag?
We did have starter jackets.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pair of wraparound, I don't know what verbiage to use here, unnecessarily sporty sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Aerodynamic Oakleys.
Very much. Well,
Not a paid sponsor.
Folkleys.
Oh, right.
And I thought I was set on sunglasses for life at that point. I was like, I'll never need another pair.
Oh,
Like,
sure. If it's good enough for Jose Offerman, it's good enough for me.
that's a very good descriptor of what they were.
Uh-huh.
And when I would rollerblade, I would find a hill and then I would lean forward and bend my knees and then put my hands behind my back and hold one wrist
Like a downhill skier.
like a downhill skier.
Yeah, of course.
And then
As one does.
and then I would take one foot, isolate my weight over the top of it like a penguin on ice, and I would use my other foot and I would lift all except for the front wheel, and I would go toe down front wheel in the
Mhm.
back,
Yeah.
and that would become like a rudder
Yeah.
for where I was going
Call it the old Scott Hamilton.
because of the rudder. You guys remember the year that we all went to the soapbox derby because there was a 40% grade on Tomlinson Hill, and then we all went there, and whenever the soapboxes were going down because the course was like marked off with hay bales,
Uh-huh.
and we all jumped out of there in front of the kids, not really considering how dangerous it was for the kids in the soapbox derbies.
Yep.
And then no one responded to it because we were all just idiot kids.
Yep.
And then we skated away through the Save-A-Lot parking lot. You guys remember that?
Super similar story. They tried to do a soapbox derby on Sea Hill in Carlsbania.
Of course they did.
Yeah, and it's just too steep. Too many kids died that year.
No one died.
Well, their egos.
That is correct. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Minute On, where we're taking you right up until Monday Night Football. Big thank you to Isham Dental, who was like the sponsor of the World Series last night.
It's pretty sweet. The second the World Series over, I get to see Scott Isham's beautiful smiling face and his beautiful perfect teeth that could be yours.
It's like a handsome dude.
Now, hold on, let me clarify. You can't have Scott Isham's actual teeth, but they can look just as good as his.
I had some there.
And yours.
I had, wow, super good. Carlos is going to get the podcast up after the show if you missed anything today. Carlos, thank you for doing that. What's that? You don't know how and you need my help? Fine. I'll show you.
Thanks, Fred.
UNM dad. How about radio dad? How about that? Mouth.
How about that? I'll that's your new contact now. How about that?
All right, Van,
Mm-hmm.
remind me to save Carlos's number after this.
Do you not have it?
It's okay.
Me
I haven't
either,
saved
but I know
yours.
someone who does.
Is it a 575? I think it's 575.
Don't you dare put me in that area code.
Is Thursday Night Football worth watching tonight? The answer is no. Go out for Halloween. It is Halloween. Spend time with your family, you degenerates. It is not at all, and I mean this in the kindest way I can say this. It is not at all worth watching. These two teams are not worth watching. This is you being brainwashed. If you were excited to get home and take this one in, do not do it. Turn the porch light on. Celebrate childhood for some kids.
Mm-hmm.
Skip this one. And it's been a weird day here in Albuquerque. Go out there, be with loved ones, be with family members. And we have less than a week until everyone stops fighting at the Halloween dinner table.
Almost. No matter the outcome, it's going to be really weird for a couple months. But then after that,
Until January
that, we can unite as a country.
It's our impromptu I-9 Varsity, I-9 Varsity of Halloween songs, boys.
Oh,
The I-9
okay.
Varsity of Halloween songs. League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Or, I mean, just Google I-9 Sports, it'll come up. But currently taking basketball, volleyball. I was hosting today the Burnco pumpkin carving vendor booth thing downtown.
How'd that go? I was recording Dirty Boys
Yeah.
Present, fill in the holes.
I guess I wasn't hosting. I just lied. I
with
was
my
like,
friends Max and Jay. You were judging people.
I was judging it. So they gave me a pen. I brought it so you guys could see it. They gave me a pen, an official Haunted Hollywood Annual Safe Trick or Treat Burnco Judge pen.
Hey, whoever made that, they Pinterest hard.
Carlos, I know you're looking
Super
up
hard.
songs, but will you look at this pen real quick? This thing is sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah, ain't that nice?
that's
So, anyway,
nice.
so I wore this around and I judged people, and I often forget how many helpers that we have helped.
Mm-hmm.
So like somebody at every booth knew me. So I felt like I was getting like, what's that called? Bribed to help them, their booths win. And they were giving me Halloween candy to bribe me.
Ah, nice.
But here's the thing. They can't.
Ah, you got the BS.
I'm sitting over here type 2ing. So I can't. I'm not the guy.
You got that Brimley.
Yeah. So I reversed. I put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Sherman,
And
you made the flang dang
Thank
demo.
you. So if you bribed me, you didn't win. So congratulations to how that one played out. There was like a lot of winners.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, they were playing music the whole time.
Nice.
Halloween music. So the I-9 Varsity of Halloween music, Monster Mash band, put it on the list.
Classic. It's a song about a song.
Yeah.
The song isn't the Monster Mash. The song that they were doing in the song was the Monster Mash.
Yeah.
It's Christopher Nolan probably wrote that song. I'm
Inception.
pretty sure.
Yeah, not Bobby Pickett.
It's Inception of Halloween songs. First on my I-9 Varsity of Halloween songs, literally anything by Rob Zombie. Like just anything.
The whole
You
thing.
can just play anything by Rob Zombie.
Good answer.
And it's going to sound like a Halloween song.
Yeah, play that tonight with Trick or Treaters, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Grim Grinning Ghost by Thoreau's Ravenscroft.
All right. So you went with something no one's ever heard of.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay.
Disneyland. It's the song in the Haunted Mansion.
Good one, man.
Nice.
you.
Sick
It's a
bird.
deep cut, dude.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll take it.
Now, one time, you guys don't know this, but I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Walking down the street in Soho in the rain.
That is correct. Give me Warren Zevon, oft contributor to the Late Show with David Letterman.
Yep.
Rest in peace. But he partnered with Leroy Marinell and Waddy Wackel for Werewolves of London, absolute Halloween banger.
Yep. It's a good one. Right, next on my I-9 varsity Halloween songs, literally anything by the band Ghost.
Good.
The band is called Ghost. It is dark. It is creepy. You could just play any song by Ghost, and it'd be a Halloween banger.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Carlos?
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Will you sing that for me, please?
They send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul. Still you're doomed tonight.
She Wolf by Shakira. Put that on the list. Absolute banger. Gets that BPM up. If you are on the treadmill and you're not, you should be.
Yep. It's a good one.
She Wolf by Shakira.
Right. Next on my I-9 varsity of Halloween songs. Literally anything by Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Just anything. It sounds like a Halloween song. Like anything. Just pick one.
CT.
A Nightmare on My Street by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I don't know this one.
Really? That is a good banger.
Okay.
Go give it a listen on your after you're done listening with us, friends of the show. You haven't heard it.
Yep.
Turn it on in the car.
The number one song in the country the day that Van Nunley was born, Hungry Like a Wolf by Duran Duran.
Ooh.
Put it on the list.
Is that accurate? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I forgot what show I was on for a second. Next on my I-9 varsity of Halloween songs, anything by the Misfits.
Yeah, they got a weird logo.
Literally anything by the Misfits sounds like a Halloween song.
I like that one. CT.
Gonna go with my country fans here. Midnight in Montgomery by Alan Jackson.
I'm gonna have to Google that later. I'm familiar with Alan Jackson's work.
It's a good one.
Now, what about this one?
It's too late in the year for it to be hotter than a hoochie coochie. It's Halloween.
Yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
why you listen to Midnight in Montgomery.
Okay.
Now, what about this one? I'm just a teenage werewolf, baby.
Is that the song?
Got 2 tickets to Ozzy Osbourne, maybe.
Is that Weird Al?
I don't know.
Okay.
Also, I might have just made it up.
I think you just made it up.
Is that the Kinks?
Did you chat GPT a song just now? Never heard of it. All right, next on my I-9 varsity of Halloween songs. Anything by Marilyn Manson.
Okay,
every single song he's made sounds like a Halloween song. Anything by Marilyn Manson.
CT.
We're gonna go with, I don't know how this one hasn't been said, Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Well, hold on, because there's a handful of artists we don't mention on the show. I mean, what are you doing?
Dead to us.
Come on.
What about, in that case, Superstition by Stevie Wonder?
Very much alive.
Yeah.
To us.
And I Am Just a Teenage Werewolf is a song.
Thanks for clarifying. Good production work. Very strong.
I think I get burnt out on Ray Parker Jr. pretty quick.
After the once, you hear it once, and you're like, all right, it's enough Ghostbusters for me. Because it's stuck in your head forever. It's the catchiest beat of all time.
The real answer is Zombie by the Cranberries. That thing is a banger. Zombie by the Cranberries, all-time 90s female vocalist banger.
Give me some Gwar.
Okay.
How about Gwar? How about some Cradle of Filth?
I only know of Gwar because of Beavis and Butthead.
I'm just giving you like the bones of like a really good spooky playlist. If you're sick of Halloween music, like, combine all these names together. Throw in some Alice Cooper too while you're at it.
Now I'm giving Carlos one last chance to give me Bow Wow Wow.
Like Lil
Bow Wow.
I want candy.
Boom. Boom. I associate that more with Easter.
What?
Yeah, I think it was in that movie Hop. I don't know. There was like a movie I remember when I was a kid that had like I think it was called Hops, and he was like the Easter Bunny's son, and he played the drums.
Oh, speaking of Sun, Bad Moon Rising by CCR.
Oh,
Mhm.
good one.
Also, that
Strong.
one applies to almost everything.
Yeah. There's a Creedence song for every playlist.
John Fogerty had it.
Crusher.
Is he dead?
I'm not going to say yes or no because I'm not sure.
All right. Update on John Fogerty. Not dead.
Yeah. Oh, good. All right. Yes. Awesome.
79 years old. When he passes, that's going to be a fun radio day to celebrate music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fun as in celebrating his death, but like some cranking out the jams all over the
Oh,
world.
Proud Mary,
All over the world.
Bad Moon Rising,
Uh-huh.
Fortunate Son, Green River, Down on the
Yeah.
Corner.
As a dudist priest looking out
Mhm.
my back door. Legendary song.
Who'll Stop the Rain? Have you ever seen the rain? Low-key, a lot of songs about rain. Center Field?
I think that was Fogerty solo, not Creedence.
Whatever. You're going to tell me we're not going to celebrate that just because? Stu Cook, too. Stu Cook could go. I think they're all in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I would imagine.
As a band and solo,
Right?
I would think so.
Also, I don't think they were around that long, CCR.
I think like 4 albums in a row, right? And that was it?
Yeah, but it was like 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
That was it. Carlos, the producer, final words.
Don't Fear the Reaper, underrated song.
Okay. It's good. Strong work, friend.
Van, final words.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Everything we didn't cover, which is ample because it's a short show today.
Yeah.
Check out on the opening drive tomorrow morning. Hey. Stay safe out there, too. Come on, friends of the show. Stay. A lot of kids running around.
Trick or treat.
Keep
everyone.
your head on a swivel.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you tomorrow, Burke. At Safe House downtown.